Hey there, Wendy here with Jazzydoodledesigns, and what do we have in here? Let's take a peek. Okay, with a little bit of editing magic, you can see I removed all the bubble wrap, all the cellophane, the two cardboard ends, and we're left with this beautiful case. That's not a case, Wendy. It's a tin. They say this is the Ohuhu colored pencils. The Holla Walla. Holla Walla Bing Bang. Okay. It says light fast and waterproof, richly saturated pigments, soft and thick lead, easily blending and coloring for artists, and eco-friendly natural basswood. There's 72 pencils. Are we ready for the reveal? So pretty. It comes with a little user's manual, which some of these are really helpful and some are not. But this does list out all the pencils. I personally don't find them that helpful. And then it gives us this little swatch card. And then here are our pencils. I like that we have a little bit of foam padding up here between the two layers. So there are all the colors. I would say very well done packaging. Super impressed with that. The top of the tin says draw, fill, and empower. I do like that it kind of locks in and that it's hinged. Very impressed with that so far. The pencils do have a smell. It's not a bad smell, but I say this because some people are very smell sensitive. I can smell it a lot more when I very first, waft them open. But let's take a look at the pencils. They say Halawa Ohuhu. Could I zoom you in so it was a little easier? Yep. All right. Let's get a white background there. Okay, so it's the shiny gold. It says Hawala Ohuhu. Desert Yellow 02. Conforms to ASTMD 4236. This just says that they're not toxic, though I wouldn't recommend eating them. Okay. They're a very smooth barrel. They have a gold tipped end. They feel good in the hand. They feel a little on the lightweight side. Not like, but they're not like a dense feel to them. It's a simple font with a decent sizing on it, so I do like that. Okay, have I messed this up already? Yes, I have. Okay, so lemon yellow goes down, so not across. These have a they gloss right over the page. They glide, not gloss, but they just glide over the page. Nice and smooth. That's probably how I would describe the laydown, as very smooth. Okay, I am back. So I swatched on this one, but then I went ahead, this is on crystal vellum paper, and I went ahead and changed it to my preferred order. I really like the white up front, ending in the black with the metallics at the very end, because I don't use those. I can't remember the last time I used them, but yeah, so I thought maybe I would do a full walkthrough. This will be up on the Ko-fi channel if you're interested. So let's go ahead and we'll do a little bit of a review. Let me zoom you out so I can turn this just a little. Okay, so this is the Ohuhu, what is it? Halawa 72. Okay, first off, my impressions of these, I feel like they feel like the Woomer pencils or Avazar London pencils. They have that same feel to me. Enough that I actually pulled the Woomer pencils out and side by side kind of swatched one and then another. So I was doing that here on the back, and you can see there's a difference in the colors. So I pulled what I thought was similar, and they're not identical colors, but they do feel very much the same. And for the record, I did like the Woomer pencils very much. Okay, sets available and availability. I have only seen the 72 set, and I have only seen them on Ohuhu. So to the best of my knowledge, at this time, they are not shipping out of Amazon or anything like that. Now, that being said, these barely came out, the 25th, I think. So I don't want to ding them too hard, but really, they have a 72 set from Ohuhu. So, give them 1 star, maybe. Let's give them 2. We'll be fair. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt that this will increase in the future and will become more accessible. Pencils in the largest set, so it's 44, I don't know, 95 or something like that for 72. So Wendy does math. 72. 45 divided by 72. So that's 63 cents a pencil. So they're not the cheapest. So we're gonna give them like 3 stars, because they're not above $1, but they're not 13 cents a piece either. Okay, the largest number available is 72. I also will give 3 stars for that, because 72 is not awful. I personally, my sweet spot is 120. Like, if I could have 120, that seems perfect to me. 72 is about the lowest I want to go. I do have the Posca pencils that have 24, I think, but I really do like them. They're kind of fun for a challenge, but they're not really the pencils that I would pick for a big project. Okay, can you get them open stock? No, so no stars. So let's see if the barrels match the pencils. Nothing jumped out at me too much. Like, here's the light blush, so that one's pretty good. What is this? Watermelon. That's this one. That looks pretty good. It's always interesting to see what it looks like on camera. Light rose. Okay, so that's a really good match. To me, this looks a little more muted. This one looks a little more neon. But overall, like, I'm not going to mistake it for a different pencil. This one's called Lavender. It's slightly darker. I might have put it with this fuchsia, right? I feel like these two match a little better than these two. but the tip definitely matches better. You can see here's the fuchsia one. So sitting side by side, it's rather plain which one is which, right? But I could definitely mistake that one for that one. But these aren't awful. Now, the names, where's Peach? It cracked me up. It's a red one. Or a pink. Yeah, here it is. This is Peach. Yeah, so that isn't what I would call Peach. But I feel like the barrels do a pretty decent job. All right, let's check. Let's check some greens. What's this one? Bermuda. So definitely the bottom. Yeah, I mean it's not awful. If anything, they lend just a little dark compared to the swatch, but I'm not unhappy with these. Like, I don't see any glaring mistakes, right? So I can live with that. So we're going to give them all the stars for that. So are they pigmented? I mean, yes, they are. Like you can see, if I just pick a color, the light vermilion, I can even lay down more pigment here. But this is a really nice swatch, right? I will say I like them better on the more toothier paper. But I would say that these are very pigmented. I do not have trouble laying down color. I'm going to give them... I'm going to give them 4 stars because they aren't quite as pigmented as some. So let's take a look at our palette. So in terms of reds, if let's call like from here to here red, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then orange would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll say 8. And then yellow would be, what, 5. And then green, I'm going to count all these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 greens. There's only 3 blue greens. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 blues. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 purples. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to say 5 browns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 grays. As far as light and dark, I like that they have some really nice lights. And they don't have a lot of really dark darks. They do have a few. Personally, love, love, love this blend. These are some of my favorite colors to see in a palette. But I would say that this is good. They don't really have any random colors. This one is a pretty natural color to see in a palette, but it doesn't really go with the other greens well. The same as, like, these 3, this green can go with these pretty well. This one could pop in here, but it has a lot more yellow than these, so I didn't put it there. But you can definitely blend, like, these 2 together really well. Okay, sorry my battery died. But this one can go with these pretty well. This one can go with this color, but doesn't really, like, these 3 don't go together. This one actually goes well with these, but if I put it over here, then this one is just hanging out by itself. So that's a little off, but the rest of these have some pretty nice combinations of, you know, light, medium, dark type of colors, which I really like. I feel like it's a nice stair step. So I'm going to say that it's good for odd colors. It has 2 metallics and really no neons. This one, and that one, I guess you could technically say are neons, but they're not labeled as such. Okay. Pencil appearance and feel. So I'll just grab a pencil. We looked at it briefly earlier. I did color or cover over the Ohuhu right there. Overall, I think they're nice. I like that they put the name and number way at the end to where even when you have a baby pencil, you can still see the name and number. So I do like that. I felt like they sharpened, well, let's just go through it. So shape is round. Okay, in my quest to find the core size, I actually found that they are being sold in Amazon US for the same price as out of their shop. I swear to you it wasn't there. Well, maybe it was and I just didn't see it. But anyway, so let's bump this up to 3 stars. Right? Okay, so it says it's 4mm core. Do they have the name on? Yes. They have the number? Yes. Is it legible? Absolutely. And their packaging was amazing. It was very well bubble wrapped and then packed tightly in a form-fitting box. And then it had that foam around the tips. They did an extra good job. Now, as far as extras, they just had the swatch and an info packet. Let's get the white out. It has a pretty opaque white. Where's my Prisma? Right, that's how we do all white comparisons. Those are pretty good. This is Derwent Drawing. So it holds its own, definitely. Their yellow's pretty good. So there's some decent opacity here. I like that. I don't really rank that because it just depends on what you're looking for. It's not really a pro or a con. I'm going to give them all the stars. I like that the end's dipped. I think the gold is classy. I like how far down they put the words. So we're going to give them all the props. Now, in terms of sharpening, this one, when I was sharpening it, I accidentally broke. And I truly believe it was a little more my fault than their fault. So this one, I had to sharpen more than, you know, I always sharpen them to get they put a wax coating on there. And this one I had to sharpen a little bit more. So they're a little bit shorter than the normal, right? But like I said, the orange one I think was just simply my fault. And the brown one was, I don't remember. I don't specifically remember breaking it, but it is a little shorter. As far as, there are some crumbs, but I thought they sharpened really well. So I'm going to give them 4 stars here because I didn't find them super crummy, but they did have some crumbs. But then they sharpened very, very well, and I didn't find much in the way of like off-center cores or anything like that. So that was good. Let's take, so you can see there's crumbs there. But like I said, sharpened really well, so we're going to split the difference. There is a little bit of smudging, but I was pushing really hard, right? If I just like rub my hand like this, look, I'm not getting any smearing at all. But yeah, if I go like this, I can get some smudging. So I guess be cautious with that. As far as water, I don't see much in the way of transfer. I mean, you can make it pick up a little bit of color, but I was really scrubbing on that too. So once again, I'm not going to hold that against them, but we'll give them 4 stars. All right, so let's pick a color combination. So the first one I want to do, I want it to be like a nice blend, like maybe these purples, right? 27, 28, and 29. We'll do those. And then we will do yellow, pink, or this light rose here, this lemon yellow, and let's go with this blue, cerulean blue. Okay, so we're gonna try and blend those. So let's go here first. We'll make sure, let me zoom you in for this. So I'm gonna go in with my light. Then the medium. And then the dark. Medium. And light. We'll blend it out with this medium all the way into the light. I think that's a good blend. All right, let's see how they do when we're going to, I'll start with pink. Okay, and then our yellow. And then blue. And then I think it actually did a really good job. Let's take our Zest It. Okay, so we're going to take some Zest It here. And let's go ahead It's a pretty good blend. Let's go ahead and we'll blend this side out too. These colors actually look really nice blended out. Very vibrant. And you can see, I wasn't doing it like, spend a lot of time making those blends, right? I was just, let's just see what we can do, right? Okay, so here's one. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I feel like we're starting to get into where I might have to put a little pressure to make noticeable changes. So here we have it matched. Let's see. I feel like 5 is probably it, but let's try one more. 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess you can get a little more. So we'll say 6 is the max, but I feel like they layer really nice and you do get a good solid coverage. Okay, so we'll give them 5 stars. And I'm going to go ahead and give them 5 stars here too. So, other things to note. You know, at this point they're so new, I don't really have anything in particular to note. So let's add it up here. We got 3, 6, 9, and 9 is 18. I'm going to give it 5 stars down here. I feel like it's a nice balanced palette. So what do we have? 18, 23, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 36, 46. So 46 out of 60. All right, you people that can do all the math. So 77%. So that's like a, what, a B minus? Or a B minus, not B minus 1. You know, I mean, if you figure 20, 40, 60, 80, that's like 3, 20, 40, 60, maybe 3.5 stars. But the things that are important to me might not be important to you. So the things that really ding it are no open stock for me. The price, I feel like, is not, it's not really budget, it's not over the top, but to not be open stock, that's kind of a big deal for me. I think they're good pencils. I enjoy using them. I am going to do a picture with them so that I can talk at the very end of this about the picture and what I thought about using them. But overall, like, if they were to make these open stock, that would bump it up a huge deal for me. Like a really huge deal. But until they do that, they're just going to be a really good budget set. They say they're light fast. I don't see any light fast ratings for them. So maybe, you know, if they come out and they can prove that. But my guess is it's probably not much better than a lot of the other pencils that say they're light fast. To me, if you didn't pay for the rating, then, you know, it is what it is. But I'll be back after I color a picture. Okay, so I'm back, and I colored this page. And I gotta say, I mean, the pencils work well. Did they blow me out of the water? No. I mean, I felt like they feel like a Brute Funer, a maybe an Avis R London, maybe an Artex, like something like that. They have that nice smooth lay down. I would say they surprised me that they were a little softer than I would expect for an oil-based pencil. They didn't hold their point quite as well as most of my other oil-based pencils, but that being said, I enjoyed using them. So who are these for? I would say these are for people that either just have to have every pencil that comes out on the market, or somebody that is maybe newer to colored pencils. I think this is a very good starter set. It's got everything that you need. But if you're someone that already has a bunch of colored pencils, I really don't feel like the Ohuhu bring anything significantly different to the table. Now, don't get me wrong, I like Ohuhu products, and I like this product. So this is not me giving a negative review in any way. This is just me saying that if you own quite a few other pencils, I just don't see where this one is significantly different than many other sets out there. It's limited to 72. It does have a nice color range. Like I said, I feel like this would be a great entry-level set. I absolutely adore this combination. I really like these kind of browns, and too often I get this one and this one and nothing in between. So I very much like that. I do feel like it has good skin tones for a Caucasian. I don't do a lot of portrait work at all, so I really can't speak to, you know, other ethnicities, because like I said, I generally color the cute little animals. Once in a while, in fact, in February, I'll be coloring in Wildflower Folk to do a buddy color, but that's not a book that I would normally reach for. I think it's absolutely stunning, but portraiture isn't necessarily my forte. So, that being said, I hope you enjoyed this review. I have had a request to go through all of my pencil sets, which I do have quite a few, and maybe break them into budget, intermediate, and artist grade sets, and maybe do a little bit of a showdown. So I think I will do that, and that is going to push off the water-based marker showdown. I will be doing that. It just will probably come second to the pencils. And I'm also going to be doing a Neocolor Lyra King Art type of showdown as well. So look for those in this next quarter. So Anyway, that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed this review, and until next time, happy coloring. Thank you for watching another video from Jazzydoodledesigns. If you would like more adult coloring content and a little more snark, feel free to check out my membership. Don't forget to like, comment, and share, and subscribe. And until next time, happy coloring.